Hey, what time is it? Do you know what time it is? Or better yet, what is time?
Hey everybody, welcome to another exciting episode of the Cardone Solutions podcast. We are going to be talking about time today. We're going to be talking about money. We're going to be talking about life and the game thereof. So I'm just going to start. I'm just going to open up. We're going to dive right into it because what? Time is money. Time is precious. So let's not waste any of it. Let's just get right down to it. So what? Time is what, right? Time is money, right? If that's the first thing that you thought, then number one, you've been conditioned. Number two, you're on the right track. Time is money, okay? And life is what? Life is a game. I mean, if that's what you thought, you're on the right track and you're tracking me, okay? So, what if, here's a what if for you. What if it turns out that the game of life that we are playing was akin to poker? And that every second of every day was representative of a poker chip. So we're going to do an exercise. We're going to do an exercise about what your time is worth. What dollar amount do your chips represent to you? What dollar amount do your poker chips represent to you? So this is the action idea, okay? Take your gross income from last year, and I would like you to divide it by 365. That will give you a representation of what your day is worth. There are 86,400 seconds in one day. So I want you to take what your day is worth, and then I want you to divide it by 86,400. Do this. Do this exercise right now. And so now you are going to know exactly how much your chips are worth. Now, if after doing that exercise, if you're satisfied with this number, I would like you to move on to a different podcast or something else because frankly, I'm not going to be able to help you moving forward. Additionally, if you have not done the exercise, if you just kept listening, waiting to see what I was going to say, I would like you to move on to another podcast or to a different topic because I certainly am not going to be able to help you moving forward because you didn't take the moment, the time to understand what your time is worth. So I'm giving you an opportunity to push pause, rewind if you need to, do the exercise. Okay? Now, if you're proud of this number, but you're not satisfied, please continue on. If you are not proud of this number and therefore not even close to being satisfied with the number, then listen up. Stay with me, okay? So today is going to be about some data and some information, a quote from Grant Cardone, a little snippet out of the 10X rule, and then I'm going to give you another action idea to stack on top of the data that you just got about what your time and what your chips are worth. Okay, you ready? Here's your Grant Cardone quote of the day. Go all in consistently and commit fully. If you know anything about me at all, you'll know that one of my mottos is commit first, figure it out later. That's your Grant Cardone quote of the day. The question then becomes, is what does commitment, going all in, have to do with increasing the value of your life chips? Great question. Glad you asked. So let's open up the 10X rule and see what that has to tell us and teach us about going all in, about committing, and about raising the value of your life chips. Here we go. Commitment. Commitment is something that unfortunately is hard to come by these days. We've been conditioned. Commitment is something that unfortunately is hard to come by these days. We've been conditioned by our education system and society away from an all-in mentality because we are taught to play it safe and not put everything at risk. The middle class is encouraged to conserve and protect themselves rather than risk going all in for the big payoff. Too many people and companies fail to commit fully to their daily activities, duties, obligations, and responsibilities. Why is that? This mindset is yet again based on the myth that your energy, creativity, and efforts are material things with limited quantities that cannot be replaced. It is vital that you completely rework your attitude about taking action and that you understand that there is no limit to how many times you can continue to take action. Remember, as they say in Alcoholics Anonymous, half measures availed us nothing. See the things you start all the way through to the finish line. If you seek success and abundance in all areas of your life, you will not find it by just testing the waters. Be willing to jump into the deep, dark end and know that if you fail, you can pick yourself up and keep going all in with all your energy, actions, persistence, and creativity. Devoting yourself to something completely means there's no backing out. I'd rather commit and fail than to hedge my bets and fail, because I will get more out of the experience and be a richer person for having contributed that much more. Now ask yourself, where and how can you commit fully in your life today? So this brings us to action idea number 2. And here's the hard question. Did you already ask yourself the hard question organically just from listening to that? Have you been failing to commit fully to your daily activities, duties, obligations, and responsibilities? Let me ask it one more time. Have you been failing to commit fully to your daily activities, duties, obligations, and responsibilities? So here's what I want you to do. I want you to make a list of your daily activities right now so that you know where you're putting your chips. Does the value of the activity you're doing or activities match the value of the chips? What is a second of your time worth right now? But more importantly, what should it be? And you know what? Did you know? I know you know this. You know that you can operate at that level. So if once you recognize what your chip is worth right now, and you feel like you're like, hey, that chip should be worth 1,000 times what it is, why wouldn't you just start operating at that 1,000-time level? Because you can. So I want you to start treating every second of every day at the real value of your chips. Which means what? You might need to get rid of some stuff. You might need to cut some activities out and replace them with something different. Because here's the bottom line on that. You're going all in either way. Right? Managers tell me that their salespeople are lazy. I don't believe that's true, because the same sales guy that's lazy is the same dude that's banging out 8 hours a day on his day off playing Call of Duty. That requires commitment, massive levels of attention, right? Mental acuity, fast fingers. Think about that for a second. There is real skill involved in that. But what if they were able to redirect that skill towards something that generated more money, more revenue, increased commission? Follow? So how do you take a sales guy who's thinking like an employee and going all in on his day off, but not going all in at work? So he went in, he's going all in on that. You're going all in on whatever it is that you're doing every single day. So why not go all in on the right things? And what is the worst that could happen if you took the risk and you went all in on the right things? The worst that can happen, according to Grant, is that you wind up getting even more out of the experience and you become a richer person for it. And that just doesn't mean financially. So the final thoughts for you as you start thinking about, hey, how am I going all in? Okay. So today I want to challenge you. For the rest of the day and then all of tomorrow, just go all in. Don't get all hung up on 3 days from now, 2 days from now, 48 hours down the road. Don't get all hung up on that. For the next 24 to 36 hours, just go all in. Later in the week is not here yet, and it's never going to show up, actually, because it's always now. It's always today. So today, go all in. And if you're going to look forward 6 months from now, or 12 months, or 5 to 9 years. And use that vision of what that should be as fuel. You can look at yesterday. Use yesterday as fuel. Did you operate with the as if of your chip value? And that can change immediately. When you go all in today, when you go all in right now. Now, here's some things you want to ask. Like, how do you even know if you're going all in? Okay, let me give you that. First way you're going to know you're going all in is that you beat the sun up. Immediate victory in your life. You get up before the sun gets up. You want to add some wood to that fire? Get up 30 minutes before you think you should. I get up at 4:30 every single day. Alarm goes off at 4:30. I spend the first 30 minutes of my day in quiet contemplation and connection with my higher power. Some people would call that meditation. I write my goals and my dreams down. I then study, train, and practice my craft. I get a workout in. I eat the right foods. I'm only interested in good news only. I avoid people and media that is committed to making me apathetic. I take massive action towards my goals. I go the extra mile with everything I do. I celebrate and understand all wins. I learn from loss. I write my goals down again before I go to bed. Give my subconscious something to work on. It's going to be up all night anyway. And I do go to bed early. And when I dream big. Okay? This is how I know I've gone all in. This is how you know when you're going all in. I'll miss some of these sometimes. But because I'm committed to learning from loss and learning from failure, it's fine because I can go all in again tomorrow because you just never run out of chips. Okay? Are you committed? Have you made the commitment to go all in today? If I can help you with that, if you need some direction, if you're sitting there thinking about, hey, how do I learn from loss? How do I go the extra mile with everything I do? How do I take massive action towards my goals? Who should I be reaching out to? How do I even write my goals and my dreams down every single day? How should those be written out? Anything, when you're thinking about all this stuff, you're like, how am I going to do that? This is where we come in. This is how we want to help. And there's a couple different ways we can do that for you. Number one, you can feel free to give me a call. I'm happy to do a free coach session with you anytime. My office line is 310-777-0352. Or you can shoot an email out, david@grantcardone.com. If you want to go right to the source, Cardone University is available to you right now for the next 30 days, totally free. You can go to cardonesolutions.com/CardoneU free. That's cardonesolutions.com/Cardone, the letter U, the word free. Cardone U free. cardonesolutions.com/CardoneU free. Should I say it one more time, or do you think that's enough? That's enough. All right. So remember, 310-777-0352 if I can help. Email david@grantcardone.com. I'm going to leave you with the words of Grant Cardone. Be great, because nothing else pays.